See different toward the end of the fourth round that you could maybe attack and then get in there a little more because it just seemed to build until that last shot.
Well, I was breaking them down with the body shots, the stab to the body, the hooks to the body. So, I knew I was breaking them down, and I knew it would be, a short night when I catch them to the head.
It's a good message for the boxing community about how Omaha will show up.
Well, I think everybody know that. When you look at the history of me fighting in Omaha, it's always a big crowd. So I don't think this is the biggest crowd. I would say, over what 14,000, 13, 14,000. So they really came out to see this. They really came out to see this. So.
But how does it feel to just get this one out of the way and over with after being off for a year and proving that you still got it and you're still on top? Does this say anything?
That's what I wanted. Like I said, I kept saying that I wanted to fight this year. I don't want to be out the ring for over a year. And that's what I'm trying to get back to is fighting on a constant basis.
Can you take us through the end of the sixth round there where you got to him? What did you see? How did you know that was going to work? Just talk us through those last few seconds before you dropped him.
Well, like I told you before, I was touching him to the body. I seen that was having an effect on him. He had a high guard, and I started picking up the pace, more punches and bunches, and I seen an opening, I took it, and the rest is history.
You mentioned you're a free agent. Where's this free agency go now?
Wherever the sky take me, I'm willing, able to do business with whoever, be okay. They was kind enough and blessed me with the opportunity of bringing another fight back to Omaha, Nebraska, and I appreciate them for that. And who knows if they bring me another offer or something that me and my team agree upon. Of course, we're gonna entertain it. If other fighters in the welterweight division is free and we can do business and it makes sense, then that's what we're gonna do.
You mentioned picking your spots in the fight, but I'm guessing at this point in your career, you're picking the spots as to who you want to fight. Is there a message you want to give to Spence?
I don't got to give no message to nobody. Everybody see what I've done in the welterweight division. Everybody see who I've been calling out. Everybody know what Terence Crawford brings to the table. So it's not, too much of anything that I need to do.
Yeah. Do you think that this may be the last time you do this in Omaha? And if it was, what do you hope that people saw tonight?
Well, it may be the last time Omaha see me fighting, and like I said, I hope that they came out, they enjoyed themselves. Everybody had a great time, everybody make it home safe. And I just want them to know that, I appreciate them for all the support that they've been giving me ever since the amateur days.
Crawford, you've had a lot of tremendous knockouts. You've been on this knockout spree. What would you rank this particular knockout in your career?
Well, it's up there. I had a lot of, spectacular knockouts earlier in my career. But this is top five.
And in my other, I know you're a gentleman in sport. And luckily, Spence is okay. I don't know if you heard that he got in an accident, but he's okay. He went out. And you like positive, nice words or things, just the things like that. It's kind of scary.
Well, I never heard that he got in another accident. I wish him.
Yeah, a 14-year-old kid allegedly got in a vehicle and it wasn't at his fault. And luckily, everyone is okay from one.
Well, I wish him well. I hope he's all right. Mentally, physically, and emotionally. Like I said before, he got a family he got to feed, and this is just a sport. We all, fighting for that number one spot. So it ain't personal. It's just business.
Absolutely.
But ideally, what's the timetable for your next fight? I mean, 13 months is kind of probably a little longer than you'd like, I'm guessing. Maybe not. What would be a...
Hopefully somewhere in April, May. Around that time. I'm gonna go on a little vacation, enjoy myself.
But congratulations on the win. Obviously, looking forward, if the Spence deal comes back went into negotiations, and it is the same. Should we maybe expect something similar to this, maybe like a top 10 guy in a case where you get to kind of showcase your skills?
Well, we gotta wait and see. You know, we can't overstep our boundaries. We don't know what is next. You know, so we just, you know, gotta go to the drawing board and my phone stay on, and you know, we ready for whoever.
Yo, thanks for joining your host, Rapstar Boxing in the building. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. So you heard it yourself. ESPN, one of the biggest platforms all over the world. They have put Terence Crawford again as pound for pound #1. What is pound for pound boxing today? What is the meaning of pound for pound? And who really deserves to be the #1 man in the spot? Now, you know that ESPN's putting Terence Crawford #1. Is there a trick behind Bob Arum? Because they got a court case and they got to look like they're not biased. Is anything like that got to do with ESPN constantly putting Terence Crawford as #1 pound for pound? Now, what I'm going to say here now is, what is pound for pound boxing? I think pound for pound boxing is subjective today. In 2022, pound for pound boxing has become a favoritism. Or is Terence Crawford that guy? Is Terence Crawford the guy who's the pound for pound man who can beat any man at any weight class? Because that's what pound for pound really means. What pound for pound means is that you're a fighter, yeah? And you can go to any weight class and use your skills, use your ability, and show that you're a master in the ring. Now, we know that Crawford's got the skills to being a pound for pound fighter. But there's other criteria that Crawford doesn't pass. What about the relevancy? What about what opponents did you do it with? Has Crawford got the signature wins? Has Terence Crawford got the wins that makes you know that he's a pound for pound man? What wins do you remember of Terence Crawford to tell you that he is the pound for pound king? Has he done it with the other pound for pound guys? Has he beaten other champions in the way that he's supposed to beat them? Now, it just depends. Because if you look at relevancy and you look at opponents, then Crawford doesn't pass that test. But if you look at skills, Crawford passes the test. Now, if you look at what have you done for me lately, Crawford hasn't passed that test. So I'm letting you know what pound for pound is. Pound for pound is when a fighter shows you his skills and his ability and what he can do in the fucking ring against any man. But those people need to be relevant as well. The pound for pound man needs to be a man who's beating up champions. A pound for pound man is a man who goes in there and dominates other champions. At the end of the day, it's not just beating anybody. Now, let's just look at it this way. Was David Avanesian a cherry pick for Terence Crawford? Let's just keep it real here. Was David Avanesian a cherry pick for Terence Bud Crawford? Yes or no? That's all I need to know. Was David Avanesian a champion? Was David Avanesian relevant? Or have other guys been fighting champions consistently in the last few years? You look at what the Japanese samurai Naoya Inoue has done. He has beaten from Maloney to Nanito Donaire, and then he knocked out Nanito Donaire for the belt. Let's remember that. And then he went and knocked out another champion. He's knocking out champions, bro. He ain't knocking out people that are coming from nowhere. So what is pound for pound boxing today? What is pound for pound? Isn't pound for pound boxing showing that you got the ability, the skills, the skill set to be able to beat the best opponents in the world? Now, we know that Terence Crawford is showing pound for pound attributes. We know that Terence Crawford is showing pound for pound skill against opponents which are nowhere near to be compromised or to set the bar. Now you look at what people like Canelo Alvarez has been doing. Think about it. Canelo Alvarez has showed his skills against legendary opponents. He's been beating people up which are pound for pound fighters. Now, when Canelo did that, when he was coming up in the sport, he beat an unbeaten guy in Austin Trout. Then he went and beat Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley. These were all Hall of Famers. Even if they're end of their career, they're big names. Then he went and beat Daniel Jacobs. And then he went and beat a pound for pound man in Gennady Golovkin. Canelo Alvarez beat pound for pound fighters though. His attributes and his skills can do it against the top guys. Terence Crawford's got skills, but he hasn't proved it against the top people. So how can you put Terence Crawford at number 1? Because Terence Crawford had opportunities to fight Jarrett Boot Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, and then he could have been the pound for pound king if he had beaten Errol Spence Jr. But he cherry-picked, let's get it straight, he cherry-picked David Avanesian. So nowadays, even if you cherry-pick the low-tier opponent, you still are the pound for pound king, yeah? Are you still the pound for pound king if you've not been relevant as the other men have? Are you still the king if the other guys have been doing more than what you've been doing? I'm just saying, bro. Somebody got to tell me what pound for pound is. It's pound for pound that you don't have to fight no signature fights. You don't have to fight no Hall of Fame fights. A fight that you don't remember about a man. Because if I say give me 3 of the signature wins for Terence Crawford, give me 2. What's the fucking opponent that you're going to remember? Jeff Horn at welterweight, which was the last champion that Terence Crawford beat. And let's keep it real. I like Crawford, but Jeff Horn was one of the weakest champions ever. What happened to Jeff Horn after losing, bro? What did Jeff Horn ever do after that? He fucking lost to everybody after that. Even Tim Tszyu knocked Jeff Horn out a couple of years ago. Knocked him fucking out. Worse than fucking Terence Crawford. Who did Terence Crawford fight that was relevant in the boxing motherfucking world? Somebody please tell me. Somebody please tell me who Terence Crawford has fought to tell me that am I fucking the only one? Or do you guys agree that this pound for pound is very subjective? This pound for pound that you looking at the list. Now let's look at it. You got Terence Crawford at number 1, who hasn't fought no champions apart from Jeff Horn in his last couple of years. In the last few years, bro, this man hasn't fought no relevant opponent at the top pound for pound level. But no way has been beating up champions, and he's at number 2. Then you've got the Ukrainian, Alexander Usyk, who just became undisputed and came up in weight at heavyweight and showed you what his skills are about. So you telling me that Usyk can't use his skills and go to any weight class and be the man? If Usyk can go to heavyweight and use his attributes and his boxing IQ and beat a heavyweight which had 3 belts in Anthony Joshua, then you can't tell me Usyk doesn't even deserve to be the number 1 pound for pound fighter because of his relevancy and the opponents right now in what he's done in the last 2 years. He is more significant, more important than Terence Bud Crawford. It's just what it is. At the end of the day, we got to look at what you've done for me lately in the last few years. And it shows that Usyk is a very credible number one position because his style of fighting can go to any weight class and dominate. And then we got Errol the Truth Spence Jr. Give me a second. Let me get Tracy over here. Tracy, where you at?
Right, what's going on here, Donny's on the next? Barry's actually going to propose to Sandra. Sandra has been giving Barry mad head lately, and he's whipped, yeah? He's doing this behind the back of the boys because they know, yeah, they would have cussed him out for proposing to Sandra. Tracy had one job to do, and that was to record it. But she's all over the bloody place. Barry's clocked that she didn't get the footage, so he's going to propose to Sandra again. Oh, for fuck's sake, Tracy! What's going on?
So hit that like button, and this is the new ESPN pound for pound rankings. Then you've got Errol Spence Jr. at number 4. You got Errol the True Spence Jr. at number 4, right? Holding the pound for pound rankings, but he been fighting way better opponents at welterweight. He fought 2 champions, took 2 more belts, and relevant people at welterweight. Right now, number 4 is Errol Spence. Now they've dropped Canelo Alvarez to number 5. But you look at Canelo's resume, Canelo's resume is better than Errol Spence. Canelo's resume is better than Noah Inoue. Canelo's resume is better than Terence Crawford. Canelo's resume is better than Terence Crawford. Somebody tell me if I'm not telling 100% the facts here. Whose resume is better, Terence Crawford or Canelo Alvarez? I'm just talking about resume. I ain't talking about pound for pound. Right now, I'm talking about resume. Whose resume is better? Canelo Alvarez kills Terence Crawford's resume. He kills it, bro. Hey, listen, Canelo Alvarez been taking way more risk. He's fought many more badder man than Terence Crawford, and he's a 4-weight world champion. Give a fuck what you think. Canelo Alvarez has got way better resume, though. I'll tell you that much. You can say what you want. You can hate on the man, but the man has beaten pound for pound fighters. Has Bud Crawford beaten a pound for pound fighter? Has Bud Crawford beaten a pound for pound fighter, ladies and gentlemen? I don't see it. Then now they got Tyson Fury in there. How you got a heavyweight in the ESPN at number fucking 6, Tyson Fury? Where did Tyson Fury come from as a heavyweight in the pound for pound? He should be the baddest man on the planet. He shouldn't be in the pound for pound rankings anyway. In my pound for pound, why have I got a heavyweight there? The heavyweight can't move in every weight class. And if that was the case, Tyson Fury beats the fuck out of Terence Crawford and he beats the fuck out of everybody else. So he should be number 1. Pound for pound should be Tyson Fury then. If you want to put a heavyweight into the pound for pound, but isn't a pound for pound a guy that beats anyone else with their boxing style, regardless of the weight class? Listen to what I'm saying to you. Regardless of the weight class, a pound for pound fighter is a man who can beat any other boxer with his style of fighting and regardless of the weight class. Well, if it's regardless of the weight class, then Fury beats the fuck out of everyone. Maybe Usyk gives Fury some smoke. He should just be number 1. Tyson the Gypsy King Fury should be number 1. If you're going to involve heavyweight, ain't nobody beating him. Ain't no Crawford going to come no way near him. They're not on his level if you're going to put him in there. So put Fury at number 1. See, this list is very subjective. This list is just a bit weird. How you putting a heavyweight in the motherfucking pound for pound rankings and put him at number fucking 6? Don't even make sense to me. Dimitri Bivol at number 7. Dimitri Bivol at number 7. Dimitri Bivol showed you guys that why he's in the pound for pound. Now he should be in the pound for pound, but they've got him at number 7. With that win against Canelo Alvarez and the win against Zurdo Ramirez, not to mention Joe Smith Jr., Bivol has got a very good momentum and he's beating good fighters. So they got him at number 7. I don't know. Should Bivol be ahead of Canelo because he beat Canelo? Or because Canelo's just done so much at so many different weight classes, they got to keep Canelo ahead of Bivol. But Bivol beat Canelo Alvarez. But anyway, Arthur Beterbiev at number 8. Arthur Beterbiev at number 8. You got Arthur Beterbiev, the Dagestani, the Khabib brother, looks like Khabib's brother, the guy from MMA. But that guy, he's vicious, 100% knockout ratio. Arthur Beterbiev has got a 100% knockout ratio. So, he's a unified champion with 3 belts. You got him in the pound for pound, they have. Then you got the undisputed champion in Devin Haney. You got the undisputed champion in Devin Haney. Right? But let's remember this. Josh Taylor did more than Devin Haney ever did, and Josh Taylor just gave up 2 belts. But Josh Taylor never lost any belts. But anyway, and then you got number 10 at Shakur Stevenson, unified champion. Now, Devin Haney made it with his undisputed belts with George Kambosos. And then you've got Shakur Stevenson, who was a unified 130-pounder, who made it to number 10. So you got Shakur Stevenson at number 10. Now, let me ask you this. Where the fuck is Jermell Charlo, the undisputed king at 154? He's done more than Shakur Stevenson. He's even done more than Devin Haney. Where the fuck is Jermell Charlo right now? Why is Jermell Charlo not in this list? I'm just asking here. So the man who's undisputed at 154 is getting no credit. And he's been doing relevant shit in the last 2 years. So should Jermell Charlo should be in the list? What about Stephen Fulton? Huh? We know they're going to hate on Josh Taylor right now until Josh Taylor comes back and wins his rematch. Where he won the fight anyway. But Jermell Charlo don't even get no flowers. Don't you think Jermell Charlo should be in the list? I think he should be in the list. I think Jermell Charlo should definitely be in that list. But let's talk about this. Do most of you agree that Terence Crawford should be number 1, pound for pound, right now, the baddest man? Should Terence Crawford be pound for pound again after getting an easy fight with David Avanesian? Should Terence Crawford be number 1, pound for pound, in your eyes? Let me see what you're saying. Hit that like button. Let me have a look at the chat. Real Boxing TV in the motherfucking house. Ignorant Boxing. What's going on, bro? Merry Christmas to you, lads. Danny Medina. Merry Christmas to you, homie. Eric Gomez, happy holidays to you, bruv. Hard times boxing, yes, man. Sorry, my voice is a little bit. I think I got a sore throat, you know. I might have a sore throat coming on, guys. Stephen 4722. What's happening, brother? Tip Bayliss. He says, fuck the pound for pound. Salute to the host and the chat from Japan. We got Japan in the motherfucking building. Put your hands together for Norway in Norway. We got Japanese people in the building, bro. Where do you think, who should be number one right now, pound for pound? What's happening, Geyser? Yes, Geyser. I'm tired of boxing, and these new generation of boxers are crybabies. Canelo has best resume. Usyk is impressive too. Okay. Coco in the building says Spence ahead of Canelo and Fury. It don't even make sense, does it, bro? The list is a bit subjective. This new list that ESPN is putting out, I don't know, man. Do you guys agree with this fucking list? Because I know most of you saying, hell no. I know most of you are saying, hell, you don't fucking agree with this list. Toby. What's going on, Toby? Yes, brethren. Happy holidays to you, Toby. Merry Christmas, son. The Chief. I'll say take Shakur and drop Beterbiev to 10 and put Jamel at number 8. Hey, that's a good point. Hey, Bernold says number 1, Usyk, Inoue number 2, and number 3 is Canelo Alvarez. The Chief says, I like to see undisputed champion actually defend his championship. Toby Bartlett, what's going on, brother? Yes, Hayes. What's happening, Hayes? EDP. Yes, EDP, man. I hope you're having a good one, bro. And I hope you have a really good Christmas. EDP in the motherfucking building. EA Lop. What's happening, EA Lop? Is Canelo there? Canelo has to be there, bro. What do you think this is? So let me just say this. At this point, if we look at number 1 pound for pound, and you're going to put a heavyweight in there, then I'm going to give it to number 1 is Tyson Fury. If I go to number 2, another man that I believe that beats everybody else in their style of boxing could be Alexander Usyk. Usyk has shown that he can adapt in many different ways, and he does it to relevant people. He's done it to the most relevant people. He cleaned up every champion before he went to heavyweight and then beat that champion. I could give it to Alexander Usyk. I could give number 3 to the Japanese, Inoue. Or you could put, listen, if Fury wasn't there and Fury's not on the pound for pound list, then you can take Fury out and it's out of Usyk or Inoue or Terence Crawford. Right? Or you want to put Canelo Alvarez there because of his resume. But if you look at it, you got Inoue, Usyk, Crawford, and then Canelo's there. But Canelo just took a loss at a higher weight class because he goes and challenges himself in different levels, right? So out of those 3 in the mix, are you going to put Crawford number 1? And I don't think that's where the conversation is. I don't think we can put Crawford number 1. Now, his fighting style, he's a pound for pound man. But he's not doing it with the opponents that other guys are. Other guys are doing it with more relevant opponents. You get me? You're doing it with more relevant opponents. You're doing this to champions while Terence Crawford's just fighting anybody. Pound for pound is your fighting style can go to any weight and beat that guy. I ain't saying Crawford ain't got it, but who's he doing it against? Pound for pound is also, where's the significant fights? Who are you beating? What champions are you beating? Who are you dominating? Are you dominating any, are you beating any pound for pound guy, even beating? Are you able to beat the champions after champions? Like Canelo Alvarez beat champions after champions after champions lately. Right? But this guy, Crawford, yeah, he got the skills to pay the bills, but he ain't fighting the top guys. He ain't fighting champions, and he ain't fighting those people that can say, yeah, he's number one. It all depends how you look at it. Unless you go down to what he did 3 years ago, 4 years ago, then Crawford can get his accolade. Crawford became undisputed at 140 against Julius Indongo. So you can give him those flowers. You can say, yeah, Crawford did that. You know what I'm saying? You can say that Crawford did that and Crawford deserves some respect. That he became undisputed. He beat Ricky Burns early on in his career, right? He beat Chris Gamboa. But none of those are Hall of Famers. Like, none of those are signature wins. Do you get what I'm saying? Crawford ain't got those signature wins that you're going to remember. Yeah, do you remember that fight, bro? I ain't saying Crawford ain't knocking out people, but he's knocking out people which ain't relevant. Not to say that you're still a pound for pound guy, but what about the guys who are knocking out people which are more relevant? What about the guys which are knocking out more people which are more relevant in the last couple of years? You know? It all just depends how you look at pound for pound. Pound for pound has become very subjective in its own. The pound for pound these days, right, has become very subjective and very colorful. It's always a different platform, has a different pound for pound list. A different company has a different pound for pound list. You get what I'm saying? Everybody watches boxing from the same eyes, but everybody has a different opinion. And it's all how you look at a fighter and you analyze that fighter and you say, you know what? This guy's number one. He beats the top guys. He's doing everything. This guy is that guy. This guy is that guy. He's the one who's doing the most in boxing. He's the one who's picking up all the weight. He's the one who's doing all the heavy lifting. Who's that guy who's doing all the heavy lifting, bro? Who's the guy doing all the heavy lifting? Isn't that the pound for pound man? Isn't the pound for pound man the face of boxing who brings all the heavy lifting and brings all the money like Mayweather did? Mayweather was a real pound for pound number one, second to no one, because he was the most relevant, right? And his style of fighting was showing that he could beat anyone. So we got to remember, right now is Crawford doing that. If you look at it, he ain't doing that, bro. Crawford ain't doing that. Crawford ain't doing that to the opponents that you expect him to be with, regardless of the politics. You can't give a man a cherry pick and put him at number one pound for pound when the man's just been cherry picking through Bob Arum and now he's a free agent and he's cherry picking again. I ain't saying Crawford ain't a bad fucking motherfucker. I ain't saying Crawford can't fight. Crawford is that guy. But he ain't that guy like the other guys. That's all I'm saying. He ain't that guy right now. What the other guys are doing, they're doing more heavy lifting. They're doing more heavy lifting than Terence Bud Crawford. It's all about what you done for me, bro. And it's all about who you done it against. I ain't saying that Crawford ain't coming out there and putting on dominant performances against the Amir Khans. The Amir Khans, which were finished 5 years later. The Kell Brooks, which were finished 5, 6 years later, 4 years later. Whatever. Right? Your best wins are against opponents which are done. Those are not pound for pound guys and those are not guys that get you it to number one. Yes, man. Respect to the people. Roy Jones Jr. was a pound for pound number one for like 10 years. And he fought most of his opponents off of his cherry tree. But look, at the end of the day, the difference with Roy Jones Jr., he beat a man like James Toney at that point. He beat a Bernard Hopkins at that point. He still had fucking some serious wins. He beat Montel Griffin. You get what I'm saying? So they had to put him there. He beat some serious opponents at that time. At the end of the day, with Crawford, I ain't saying Crawford ain't that guy. I'm saying Crawford is doing the majority of cherry picking right now against the rest of the motherfuckers. Hey, listen, bruv. I know my boxing. Crawford, I like Crawford. But that's just facts. There's no feelings at Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. These are just facts, bro. They're not feelings. Crawford isn't done nothing with any relevant opponent apart from Jeff Horn in the last fucking couple years, bruv. You hear me? Crawford hasn't beat any relevancy in the last few years. I'm giving him his fucking flowers for Ricky Burns. I'm going to give Crawford his flowers for you, Chris Gamboa, then. I'm going to give Crawford his flowers for Jeff Horn. But come on, bro. Those are nothing. No, those opponents don't stand nowhere near Canelo Alvarez's opponents. Those opponents don't come nowhere near what Canelo Alvarez has been doing, though. I ain't saying Crawford may be a better fighter in a fighting style. You get me? I ain't saying that, bro. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, he ain't proving it against better guys. Canelo Alvarez has proven it against better guys. And even the Japanese Naoya Inoue has been proving it with slightly and better guys. Alexander Usyk with better guys. Errol Spence with better fucking opposition. Stop it. Even Arthur Beterbiev right now, bro. Stop it, bro. He's unified champion. We're not saying that Crawford wasn't the man at 140. But what the fuck are we not going to say that you got at least have a couple of relevant opponents? Has Crawford even fought somebody of that relevancy at a time which was a champion like that? You know? Even when he fought Sean Porter was not a champion like he was as a WBC champion when he fought Errol Spence a couple of years before, when he was more in his prime. When Sean Porter came in, he came in as no champion, and he had a quick heart about him to retire. It was a different opponent. It wasn't even the same Sean Porter, which was a champion and hungry to keep his belt. That Sean Porter was different. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Maybe you can't blame Crawford for getting those opponents when he got them. But Crawford didn't get the most relevant. He ain't fought champions like that. He ain't fought no signature wins like that. There is no fight that you remember and say, yeah, man, I remember that fight, bro. Do you remember that fight with Crawford? Ain't nobody fucking remember his highlight wins. Ain't nobody give a fuck about Crawford's wins like that, bro. Because they're not against the most relevant people. That's the problem. That is just the problem. You know? Now, we're not saying that Crawford ain't looking good against the guys that he's going in with. He's stopping them. After even sometimes he's in a tough little few rounds and then he gets his way with them. But come on, bro. Even Jarrett Boot Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. Look at what Virgil Ortiz did to Mean Machine. What the fuck you think Virgil Ortiz gonna do to that fucking guy, David Avanesian, bro? And what do you think Jarrett Boot Ennis gonna do to that guy? Every opponent that fucking Crawford fought, Virgil Ortiz will beat the fuck out of them. Come on, bro. Every opponent that Crawford fought, Virgil Ortiz and Jarrett Boot Ennis will have beat the fuck out of them. I'm just saying. You know? Maybe it ain't their fault with the opponents he's got. It is what it is. It just is what it is. Yo, D Calico in the motherfucking building. Yes, man. Let's send the link if anybody wants to cook. I got a fucking sore throat here, man. Really. Hey, look. Everybody's got different opinions. Pound for pound is very subjective, and everybody's got a different opinion about pound for pound. Everybody's got a different opinion about pound for pound. Pound for pound is a skill set that somebody looks at. What weight class can that man go to, and what can he do with his style of fighting? Pound for pound is also who have you done it against? What opponents have you fought? Who was the relevant champions at that time? Pound for pound is how long ago have you done it? Have you done anything in the last 3 years that keep you at number one? Is other guys doing more than you in boxing? You get me? Now, some people say pound for pound is the eye test. Some people say pound for pound is the eye test. And it's about the eye test of how you see a fighter and what you think that fighter's attributes are all round. What's his jab like? What's his toes like movement? What's his head movement like? What's his defense like? What's his offense like? Is he a very dominant fighter? But also it comes with who can you do that against? Are the fighters that he fought put him into that category? Are the fights that he's had in the last few years keep him up in that category? You get what I'm saying? So everything has to do with a pound for pound, but it comes with different criterias. You get me? So Hard Times Boxing says DAZN 2022 pound for pound is number 1 is Usyk, number 2 is Crawford, number 3 is Inua, Canelo at number 4, Bivol at number 5, number 6 is Spence, number 7 is Fulton, number 8 is Haney, number 9 is Shakur, and number 10 is Jamel. Totally different list to ESPN, bro. Joker says Terence Crawford hasn't done enough to be on the pound for pound list. Oh shit. Joker wants to take him out the whole fucking list. Shit, bro. Now you gotta keep him in the list though. He is a 3-weight world champion. Even he ain't fought the top guys. You know, he's got some accolades. But David Avanesian keeps Terence Crawford at number 1, pound for pound, right now on ESPN. David Avanesian is the man that keeps Crawford alive on ESPN at number 1. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So Joker says Terence Crawford has never fought a great. Jamel Charlo deserves to be on that list. 100%. And Bonifire the Sun says Bud is no number 1 pound for pound worthy. He says Bud Crawford is no number 1 pound for pound worthy boxer, is what the man is saying. I ain't saying it, but that man is saying that. Bro, Terence Crawford toolbox is more extensive than anybody else in the game. In closing, Canelo as a array of attack as well as defense. He will eventually mix it up with anybody. If anything, Inoue and Usyk should be at the list at number 1 and number 2. So it should be Inoue or Alexander Usyk should be number 1 and number 2 for that brother there. What's up, Calico, in the motherfucking building? Happy holidays to you, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Happy holidays.
Yes, sir, man. Yo, smash that like button. We're still in the building out here. D Calico, man. Terence Crawford is number 1, pound for pound, for picking David Avanesian when other fighters have been doing more relevancy. What do you feel about that?
Man, I feel like Bob Arum is his shadow handler, and like he just stepped out of the limelight, but he gotta still be handling that kid. And these are the reasons that Bob Arum said, you know, he spent so much money trying to promote this guy, because it had to cost money for him to get on the top of that list. There is no way in the world he should be number 10 to be honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else on that list, I ain't gonna lie, he better, like he's more deserving than Better Be. But everybody else on that list, I can argue that they deserve to be in front of him. Even Devin Haney.
Wow. You know Devin Haney's only a 1-weight undisputed.
Yeah. I mean, but he's currently that. You know what I'm saying? That should stand for something.
So you agree with me that a pound for pound fighter is a man of what you've done for me for the last couple of years. You can't just be fighting. You can't just be fighting mediocre fighters. You can't just be fighting fighters which nobody wants to watch. You can't just be beating up these people and expecting to be number 1 when Canelo Alvarez fighting top guys, right? Alexander Usyk fighting top guys, right? You got that Japanese dude beating up champions, right? Knocking out champions, bro. Knocking them out, champions, not no regular fighters, right? So what you're saying is those other guys are doing more than Terence Crawford with better opponents. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. Brother, like even Triple G, I think deserves a little bit more credit than Crawford. Like, I think we just giving Crawford credit for his skills. It's like, in that case, Jerron Boots Ennis is pound for pound. You know, because they got skills. And I can't believe Shakur Stevenson is not, he didn't even sniff the list. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's a good list. You know, it's just, you know, everybody gonna.
But one thing we do know, right? That we keep it real here. Ain't no Terence Crawford fucking haters over here. I like Crawford.
But we know he's talented.
But what we do know is Crawford is talented though. And why he's a pound for pound fighter, let's just break this down now on Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Is that Crawford can fight two styles. Yeah? Crawford can fight in two different fighting styles. He can fight in southpaw, orthodox. He's got good movement, and he's a knockout artist as well lately. What Crawford's been doing to welterweights, these guys that are just fighting him, he's knocking them out. So maybe it's just the way that he's dominant, the way that Crawford's been moving, and his past years of his accolade, all of that combined, they're giving him a big shout out. Do you get what I mean, D Calico?
Yeah, I definitely see it. I see that. That's the
You
only
know,
thing it could be.
look, Crawford was undisputed at 140, right?
Yeah.
Crawford won belt at 135. But at the end of the day, he beat Ricky Burns, the Gamboas, the people, the Julius Ndangos. These were the people that Julius Ndango had all the belts ready anyway, right? He went and took them. What I'm saying is, those are the times they're giving Crawford a bit of respect. Him coming, beating one of the weakest welterweight champions because he wasn't one of the big champions. He was lucky to get the win with Pagao, and he proved that he wasn't a top guy because he lost all his fights after Crawford, most of them. So we know Jeff Horn was the man that gave him the belt in the welterweight division, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, Crawford looks like the man, but it's the fucking problem is he ain't doing what the other guys are doing with the better guys.
Yep. Yep.
What do
Yeah.
you think, Clubinator in the motherfucking building, bro?
Yo, what's up, Rapstar? Hopping in for a little bit before I had to go and train, but what's up, you guys?
Yeah, what you saying, Clubinator?
Yeah.
Hey,
Long
man,
time.
a long time no see, man. What's up, D Calico? Hey, man, you know what it is with the ESPN. Crawford, that he was their fighter for a while, so the ESPN commentators and reporters, they're a bit biased for Crawford. And I love Crawford. Crawford's one of my favorite fighters. He's skilled. Crawford has the pound for pound skill. When you see him in the ring, he's pound for pound. He's not that guy you want to mess with, right? But the problem is, recently, he ain't been doing pound for pound things. He ain't been fighting pound for pound level opposition, right? So it's not like when Spence came back from the car crash and he fought Danny Garcia, right? Like a top 10 dude. Like he's fighting this David Avenesian nobody cares about, right? It's not like Inoue where in 1 year, this year, he knocks out Donaire and then goes
But you
undisputed
made
against
such a
Paul
great
Butler.
point. You made a great point. Man came from life and death, in a car accident that many people couldn't survive. And they
Yeah.
asked Errol Spence, do you want one of these tune-up fights like Crawford does? He goes, I don't want a tune-up. And he fought a top 10 guy. Even Danny Garcia is a good opponent. Even Crawford
Like
faced somebody like him.
he was a top 5. Like
Yeah,
Well,
top five.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying, though,
top five.
at
Clubinator
that
made a
point.
good point.
Like
Clubinator said that even Errol Spence come out of a fucking car crash and fight somebody like him.
mm-hmm. Like even after Arrow beat him, he was still top 10. But before that, only people in front of him was like Sean Porter, the Keith Thurman. Only the people that beat him, like Keith Thurman and maybe Crawford. That's about it. It wasn't many people that we could say were better than Danny Garcia at that point.
Yeah, that's
Go
true.
on, Clubinator. Keep cooking, though, bro.
That's true. That's 100% true. Like the thing is this, man. What is stopping me from taking Crawford off the list and putting Kyoguchi? I mean, not Kyoguchi, Taraji, Kenshiro Taraji, who beat Hirota Kyoguchi and became a unified champion. What's stopping me from doing that? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or putting Devin Haney on the list, who's undisputed and beat Cambosis twice. So you know what I'm saying? There's people out here that are making moves. There's people out here that are doing things. Fulton. So all of these people out here doing big things. And Crawford, he's just fighting David Avenesian. It's just not enough, bro. Usyk, he beat Joshua. You know what I'm saying? People doing big things, bro. You got to give
Hey,
credit where credit's due.
What about the Japanese dude?
Who, Naoya Inoue?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knocked out Donaire, and then he went and fought former world champion and current vacant champion Paul Butler and went
Yeah.
undisputed. So that's 2 fights, not just one fight against random David Avenesian who nobody would have known apart from hardcore boxing fans.
So we got a new person in the back of the building. Introduce yourself, bro. You're on Rapstar Boxing Knowledge.
1-2 Kid. What's
Oh,
going on?
1-2 Kid, man. Long time no hear, man. What you saying, bro?
Hey man, listen. I
Mm,
ain't knocking. You and I have been through this already, Rapstar,
mm,
about you know, Crawford and Spence. But you know what? Spence been talking the right talk of late. You know what I mean? And
mm.
Crawford, I'm not gonna knock him for getting his money.
Right.
I don't think it's either of these two motherfuckers that's stopping the fight.
Nobody's
I
knocking him
think
for
it's the
nothing. Yeah, but
people.
nobody's
I think
knocking
it's
him
the
for none of that.
people.
Nobody's knocking him for taking the money.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, I have an issue with the fact that the promoters is the problem. The basically the higher ups is keeping this fight from happening. You know what I mean? They both holding on. You know, you got one that was holding on to they cash cow for a moment, and then you got another one holding on to they cash cow for a long moment. And and let's just be honest. You can sit here and say what you want about Spence, and I like Spence as a fighter. I don't think Spence worried about well, maybe, you know, as a competitor. But what I'm trying to say is, look, if these dudes are willing to get in the ring with each other, but there's other people that don't want them to get in the ring with each other. That's the point blank. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the whole issue right there. You know what I mean? The PBC don't want this man to fight with Bud Crawford because they don't want to lose their golden goose. I don't think Spence worried about fighting Crawford, and I don't think Crawford worried about fighting Spence. Both of these dudes want to prove that they the best, and I feel like a lot of the YTBC is just trying to use this shit for some clout, and I feel like it's just getting corny, man. Because neither one of these dudes is scary. Both of these dudes have proved what they got to prove, but unfortunately, Spence don't have control of his career. And here, let me prove it to you. I'll
Yeah.
prove it to you right now. He said, "What? I would never fight Keith Thurman."
Mm. But how do you know
What?
he's fighting Keith Thurman now?
Hey,
We don't know that yet. We don't know that yet.
it's in the
But Keith
cards though.
Keith ain't no pushover, man. Let's be
Yeah,
No,
Keith
honest.
I'm
ain't
not.
no
No, I'm not
pushover.
knocking. I'm not knocking Keith. This is
Yeah.
what I'm not knocking the fighters, y'all. See, this is what y'all think. Say, I don't want y'all. Don't go down that road because I'm not knocking Keith. Keith can ice a lot of motherfuckers in the welterweight division, even at his age, and even though he's always been talented, he's been dynamic through his entire career. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm not knocking the fighters. I'm talking about the powers that be that that make these things happen, and you know, nobody's talking about them. Everybody
Mm.
want to diss the fighter because that's an easy thing to do. Pick on the motherfucking fighter. But I guarantee you, if these motherfuckers had all of them, all three of them, all four of them, whoever the fuck fighter you want to talk about, if they had the opportunity to get in the fucking ring and scrap with the best that is in their division, they would do so.
But what do you say to people which say though, look, yeah, fighters also have learned the business.
Nah,
Nowadays,
ain't nothing
fighters.
wrong with.
I mean,
Ain't
there's
nothing
nothing
wrong with
wrong
it.
with that, but some these days fighters are a bit more not lazy, but you know they get big money. Like some of the old school fighters have said, we had to fight because you know for us, 500,000, 1 million when we made it was big money, right?
Right.
Today's fighters they've become a bit more lazier because they've got many more opportunities, and this is why a lot of people don't like what you know. We can't blame Crawford for taking that money, but that's like saying, yeah, I'm gonna sleep with you, I'm gonna marry you, but guess what?
Hmm.
I'm gonna start fucking some bitches right now and see which one's gonna give me a better opportunity. What Crawford showed us is that business moves are more important, and what Crawford also showed us that he's now showing that he's a free agent businessman, and you know what? I respect him. He pulled it off. People were hating on him that black BLK Prime is full of shit. BLK Prime is this and BLK Prime is that. But, you know, he got his money. But what we're talking about is that even if you can't blame him for taking those moves, yeah, that
Hmm.
today's fighters are showing the other generation, bro, when it comes to the thing, bro, keep your options open. Make sure you keep your options open because maybe undisputed maybe comes later. Take your money now, right? So it's like a it's not a good thing that we're seeing as well. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, no. I totally get what you're saying. And like what I'm trying to say is I'm not blaming the fighters for these situations. And yes, they're getting more coherent with these contracts. And God bless them for doing so. Because how many fighters have we seen that got fucked over and gave these promoters and these networks buku dough and buku views and got walked away with like 10-15% of the venue when it was them themselves that made the money. And I'm not saying that the diva shit is cool because
No, but
I
you
get
got to
what you
remember
saying.
this, bro. You're old school. Most of the boxing fans come from fucking nothing as well, like the fighters don't.
Right,
We
but
respect the fights. We respect the fights. We don't give a fuck what's in the pocket of these fighters. We don't give a shit about that. But when Crawford's rubbing it in your face and he's saying, yo, these broke motherfuckers don't know shit. I'm going to take my money and I'll fight Errol Spence when I'm going to fight him if he wants to fight. When he's rubbing it, nowadays, these boxers as well, they've changed their attitude, bro. They're not like the boxers of the back in the day. They rub it in the fans' face. They tell you, go fuck yourself, bro. We're taking this money.
Okay. So what you saying is, and this what I mean, rap star. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You and I had this conversation probably about 3-4 years ago, right?
I've only been on
And,
this YouTube now 2 years over.
well, no, I think it was it might have it may have been a little longer because I remember you doing a live with me on a New Year's, I believe, something
Yeah.
along them lines, on my live. But here's what I'm trying to say is the point that I'm trying to get to is we were discussing it and we were talking about Bud Crawford and Earl Spence. And at that point in time, Earl Spence was the one that was saying 60-40, this, and that. So what I'm trying to say is if you're going to sit here and say that about Crawford, you have to also put in the 2-3 years of Earl doing the exact same shit.
So it's on all the fighters, but
no, it's not on the fighters though.
no, but we got to
Because
recognize
Earl
that. We
didn't
got to
have an
recognize.
option.
Yeah,
Earl
fighters might
didn't
have.
have an option, and that goes back to the point that we was both talking about earlier. The fact that they're getting hip to the fact that these contracts is getting them in these issues. Where are the promoters when these motherfuckers don't fight the people they supposed to?
Yeah. Let's move
I
it. Let's
mean, they
keep.
representing. They
Yeah,
representing them,
one,
right?
two though. Yeah, man, it's good to see you again, man. But stay on
All
Yeah.
the,
right, man.
stay on the point, man, because we got other people in the building,
Oh,
and we
my
come back to you in
apologies.
a
I'll
sec.
let. No, it's all good, man. I just wanted to holla at you, bro.
Yeah.
And shout out to the panel. And I gotta make moves, but I just wanted to just drop a quick point, man. And thank you
Yeah.
for having me on,
Always.
Rapstar. Yo,
Always, bro.
you the bomb, and shout out to everybody else as well.
And Merry
My
Yes,
Christmas
sir.
to you,
apologies
bro.
for breaking the shit up, bro. And
Yeah,
Merry
Merry
Christmas to
Christmas
you
to
as
you.
well, bro.
Yeah. Respect. So D Calico, what do you think about that? It's not on the fighters, it's on the business.
Like, why talk shit? You know what I'm saying? If it's all business, then keep it classy and shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys doing all of this mouthing, like, people will show real hate and, vendetta towards each other and not get in the ring. Like, I'm sure a lot of people thought Deontay Wilder was not going to get in for a third time. It's like, no way. And this man is a real soldier to that level that he meant every word that he ever said. And he was dying, literally dying to get back in the ring with Fury again. These
Oh,
guys,
one thing we got to recognize about Wilder, he even if he said some crazy delusional shit and he said some real shit that he wanted to fight again, you can't take that away from Wilder. He
yeah,
really
he'll
did
stand.
want to fight again. He really still did want to fight again, even though he knew next man beat the fuck out of him, bro. Got to give him respect for that.
Got to, man, because guess what? He mean what he's saying. He say what he mean and mean what he say. These guys say they want to fight. They don't mean that shit. So I guarantee you, if Deontay Wilder say he want to fight Anthony Joshua or Ruiz or anybody, Deontay Wilder mean that shit. Now, I can say the same thing about Errol Spence. I feel like he'll fight anybody.
I can say the same thing about Tyson Fury because he's now calling out Usyk and he is signing to that fight.
Yeah, I've never seen him duck. I've never seen him duck. Tyson
Fury's
Fury
took
will.
on all the smoke. Fury's
Yeah,
took all the smoke.
he'll
Other
fight
people
anybody.
ain't taking the smoke with. Look, other people ain't brave like Deontay Wilder to get in the ring with Fury like the top guys.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's
Other guys
3
are talking.
times.
Other guys are talking it like Anthony Joshua and that, but they're taking too long. They don't want to fight Tyson Fury. They want to fight Tyson Fury later when they see
And
him
nobody wants
slipping
to
or
fight
something.
Deontay 3 times either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's no other person alive that could survive fighting Deontay Wilder that many times. That could survive being knocked down 5 different times by Deontay Wilder. Like, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean?
But what do you think about Terence Crawford right now at this point? He's saying to Errol Spence, let's make that fight happen again. Let's try and make that fight happen again. But you just slandered all his team. You just tried to slander Al Heyman out there. Clobbinator.
Yeah.
He went out there slandering Al Heyman and all Errol Spence's business and shit. What makes you say that when he's ready, they're going to be ready now?
Oh, there's no guarantee. There's never a guarantee. And this is one of the things that pisses me off about boxing, right? Where, what I'm saying? The question is simple, right? The question is yes or fucking no. Is Crawford pound for pound? That's it. It's not, oh well, let me give you Crawford's sob story about the business and why this and why that and how he didn't have his favorite cereal this morning. No, bro. Answer the question. Is Crawford pound for pound? Yes or fucking no. Did he fight Spence? Yes or no. I don't want to hear about, oh, well, Bob Bonnery didn't put up the money, so then this didn't happen and that didn't happen. Hey man, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the reason is. If the fight didn't happen, the fight didn't happen, and his career is gonna suffer because of it. That's just it is what it is. So they gotta stop making excuses of, oh well, it's the business. You guys just don't understand the business. No, it's not that we don't understand the business. It's that you don't understand how to be a real fucking man and not a little bitch, Crawford and Spence. You don't understand how to be a real man and say, hey, you know what? Fuck the business. Let's get in the ring and fucking fight. I'll fight you right now for free if it has to be done. I'll fight you with no rematch clause, with no benefits for me. I'm willing to take the cut like Bevo did against Canelo. He was willing to take every disadvantage to get that fight because he had confidence in himself. He had hunger. He was a hungry lion. These aren't lions. They're little bitches. And we got to stop sugarcoating them and grabbing their balls and stroking their balls like, oh, well, it's the business, so it's okay, Crawford and Spence. No, it's not okay. You little bitch. Get the fuck in the ring and fight. That's all there is to it. If you know what I'm saying? And that's what we need more of. That's what we need to hear of. I don't know when the boxing world became bitches. Talking about the business.
Hey, what's this? Hey, if you need 10 million to fight Adesanya, how much do you need to fight Errol Spence?
Yo, for real, bro.
Like you trying to break the bank, man. You probably want $50 million, man. I'm just saying, like, man, because Errol Spence is 5 times the fighter as Adesanya.
Yeah.
So like he must want way more than $10 million. He got to. And I can understand that because
now he got 10 million for BOK Prime. He's gonna want 30, 40 million now just to fight Errol Spence.
Yeah, to fight Errol, he got to. You got 10 million for fighting a absolute nobody. Like, hey, like we keep hearing about all these mandatory, like IBF is mandated Spence to fight. Like we keep hearing all that about Spence. When the hell is they gonna mandate somebody to fight Terence Crawford? You know what I mean? Give us a good fight. And I don't want it to be his friend like Sean Porter. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
I feel like Virgil Ortiz would be good because I really feel like he can't knock that guy out. He can't knock out Ortiz. He can slightly outbox him, but he will not outwork him. And at the end of the fight, it's gonna be 2 people that got knockout power trying to go for the home run. and boy, it's gonna be beautiful. Go get Ortiz. Go get Virgil Ortiz, man. That's what I want to see. Mandate that.
Yeah, Ortiz versus who? Versus Crawford?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good fight.
Yeah.
That would be a good fight. You
Yeah.
imagine they make Ortiz versus Crawford, Spence versus Boots Ennis?
Yeah. Spence versus Boots, because that way we push the envelope on everything. Then we gotta go for undisputed after that, with or without them. You know,
Yeah.
but preferably with them. But hey, if one of these young guns take them out, they out of there. It's a tournament.
Yeah, that's what they need for welterweight. They need a tournament. They need a tournament like they did for the Japanese guy. Inoue. They need a tournament where it's just like, yo, like, that's it. Everybody's in here. You got to fight. Fight to the death. The strongest wins. That's it. That's what we need, man. That's what we fucking need. But they don't want to give it to us. Why? Because people always come up with excuses. Oh, you know, the business. Y'all don't understand the business. Well, what the fuck? What do I look like? Do I look like I'm in fucking college to study business? I don't give a fuck about the business. I'm not the fucking CEO of McDonald's out here that I care about the fucking business, bro. I'm a boxing fan. I care about the boxing. I'm about throwing them fucking hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
at one point, you know, the whole 147 was fighting each other, and Crawford was always on the outside looking in. He never jumped in the fray. Like, all of these guys were fighting each other for the belts, and Crawford always stayed his ass over there in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Being all peaceful, cause he ain't, man. You guys don't want no smoke, man. Like I love Jerron Boots and his skills, but man, he ain't nothing but another Terence Crawford at this point. You know, he Terence Crawford number 2. he learned very well. Like, hey, wow, they think he's the man, and that's all he had to do. I would love to do the same thing. You know what I mean? So he's fighting nobodies. He's looking like Ali in his prime. You know what I'm saying? But when I really look at some of the film, some of the video, man, bro, guys is tagging his ass, man. I'm talking about his defense needs work. His footwork is superb. His offense is superb. But his defense really isn't. He's not guarding that. He's guarding his grill. You know, these guys gonna make him pay. If you letting these no names hit you with a 5-piece, your name's Jerron Boots, and you getting hit with a 5-piece, man. Like, wait till these real boxers get a hold of your ass. They're gonna turn your whole face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. Like, I like Boots Ennis. Like, when I see him fight, I like him. I think he has a lot of potential. Same thing with Virgil, but you know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, that's what they need, though. They need that step-up fight where maybe they take a loss and they learn from it and grow. That's the only way that's the thing. People nowadays, they're scared to lose and shit. Sometimes you had to lose so you can learn from it and come back stronger. So that's why we need to see these fights happen, man. But they don't want to fight. They don't want to fight. They want to talk business and shit.
You know, I grew up with the saying that if you're scared to lose, you'll never win. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, shit, you can't have no fear at all, man. Zero.
Yeah. You gotta just love fighting. There's some boxers that they just love fighting. They don't care about anything else. They're just in boxing because they love fighting. And if you don't have that hunger, you're just gonna look at it as a business, and then you're never gonna fight nobody because you're not really in there to fight. You're in there for like the drama and the lights and the glamour. You're in there like Ryan Garcia. You're just a pretty boy who, you just want to show off and shit. But you're not in there because you love just fucking fighting. You don't got that dog in you. Don't got that dog in you.
I will say this though, Crawford and Errol Spence, they're both dogs.
Yeah.
I say that Terence Crawford's a dog. It's just that, you got two best fighters, they're just not fighting each other. That's a big letdown.
Yeah,
That's
but
a huge letdown. That's a
Crawford's
huge
Labrador.
letdown. But I need you guys to cook while I change the device. Keep
Yeah,
cooking,
yeah,
Dominator.
yeah. I'll keep cooking. Victor talking about Garcia don't got. Yeah, man, Garcia don't got no fucking type of dog. I mean, he's a boxer at the end of the day. All boxers got some type of dog, but he's not one of those natural dudes that, like, if he wasn't boxing and you met this dude at the bar, he's not gonna be in no goddamn fight. He's probably gonna be in the bathroom on his knees, bro, with the knee busting out the knee pads. He's not gonna be in no goddamn fight. He's gonna be running for the hills when motherfuckers come with bats and shit. Ryan not gonna do shit. Man, look who Ryan Garcia got knocked down by. He got knocked down by Luke Campbell, bro. Come on, bro. Luke Campbell looks like he's the dude that cuts up my meat at the butcher shop every Sunday. Get some prime rib. Dude is a clown, man.
Yeah, and Luke Campbell put him on the ground first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You talking about who got dog? Look at
Hey.
you got like Tank and shit.
Hey, Rap, I had wanted to break this down too, because I realized why it's such a big fight, the Javante and the damn, we talking about him right now.
Fucking Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia, my bad. I'm over here smoking, but right, I it kind of dawned on me why it's such a big fight, because even Tank said he's not gonna be in boxing much longer. You know what I mean? So we know actually both of them are like that. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of these guys are gonna be in boxing much longer. So what are they gonna be doing? They're going for the silver screen. Like, these are the two most popular boxers, like they're boxing's Jake Paul, the Paul brothers or whatever. Like, these guys are social media famous and all of that already. Like, they could pack arena, basically. What I'm saying is, these guys, the only reason they finna box and fight, they fighting for the lead role in the movie. You know what I'm saying? One of them gonna have to get beat up. You know what I'm saying? And since they both superstars, they like, hey, when we go to this movie realm, like, I'm not gonna be the guy that gets beat up in the movie. You're gonna be the B movie. You're the B actor. I'm gonna be the A. So I feel like they fighting over who's gonna be the next big star in the movies. Watch, I'm telling you, both of them gonna do it.
Who you got winning that fight though, D Calico?
I mean, Ryan looking swole up like a motherfucker. Like, he determined to beat this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know, man. Tank, it's crazy. Tank looking smaller and smaller. He looking bigger and bigger. But Tank is really, his name is his name for a reason. The little motherfucker hit like a tank. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he the last person that you want to see losing in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody tells him in the 10th round that he's losing, man, it is gonna be ugly for you from then on, man. You know what I'm saying? 10th, 11th, and 12th rounds is gonna be on some, Terence Crawford, Virgil Ortiz type stuff, where guys really come to kill you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think Tank is about to get knocked out by Ryan Garcia. I'm not gonna lie. I think Garcia is probably gonna win that fight, man. I don't know why. I just see it that way. Tank could easily knock out Garcia, but I just see Garcia just got the reach. He's got so much, man. He's got that crazy fast left hook. He's got
He's very
some
powerful, but it's gonna take a real. None of that jab is gonna knock Javante out, and Javante just not going out from one blow. Javante has been punched a lot, like, he's been hit before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Ryan Garcia could have took a lot of those punches just because his face ain't for fighting. You know what I'm saying? So he's really trying to jump in the ring with the wrong person with a chin, like I believe he might have, because like we were just speaking on the other guy that knocked him down. He's nothing like Tank. We know Tank is a lot smaller than all of these guys.
Yeah.
But if you let him knock you down, you better fight going backwards. Do not come after Tank and walk him down and get comfortable. You're going to bed like Rolly Romero. It's gonna be no difference.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. If Ryan Garcia stays like like collected, calm,
Yeah,
collected, he doesn't
calm.
rush in.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
might get a points decision too, because a lot of people thought Rolly was outboxing Tank, because he was landing the jab or whatever the fuck it was. So like the judges was giving the fight to Rolly before he got knocked out. So it could be that scenario because Tank is small, bro. Like Tank, he has to use a lot of energy to hit these dudes because they're just so much bigger than him. He has a lot of energy to like jump in and shit. While these dudes, they're just tall. They just put their hands out and that's it. They already hit Tank. They don't got to jump in nothing.
What do you think about Tank? Everybody's saying that Ryan not taking a tune-up could be bad for this fight leading up to Tank Davis.
Ryan not taking a tune-up? Nah,
Yeah.
he's good. He already had his tune-up against that one dude. That dude that was running around the ring like a fairy.
Yeah.
That dude was a clown, man. I don't even remember his name. Tagoe. He fought Tagoe.
Man, Ryan looked like shit. Ryan looked like shit that night. I ain't gonna lie. Like that's why he didn't call nobody out. Hey, that motherfucker. Hey, you think Teofimo had a breakdown? Teofimo had a breakdown after his win. No, Ryan Garcia had a real breakdown. He didn't want to call nobody out. He had plans on talking shit after the fight. He was like, we gonna go back to the drawing board. Like, damn, you won. Who? I never heard a person win talking about going back to the drawing board and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, it was crazy, man.
Yeah, man. And then the people saying Shakur will beat Tank. Yeah, I could see that too.
Hey, can you get to the chat for a second, Clubinator, while I sort this
Yeah,
out?
for sure. There's
Get to
a
the
lot of
chat.
people disagreeing. They're saying that Ryan Garcia got a lot
Can
of
you call
dogs.
their names? Can you say who they
Yeah.
are?
We got a Banner of the Sun. He's saying he trying to clown in Garcia and talking like Tank is a big dog. Y'all kidding, right? Who has Tank fought? Dude about to be 30 and fighting B-sides. Not one top dog on his resume. This dude funny. So he has a point there.
Save all that, man, because he must have forgot. There's another fighter we talking about, Ryan Garcia. He ain't got nobody on his resume, man. Let's not do that. He ain't, and if he got him on his resume, then he ain't knock him out. How about that? Who the hell did he fight? like the best fighters he ever had on his resume, he didn't even fight them. He canceled. He pulled out on the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, but he was waiting for the Tank Davis. He wanted the Tank Davis fight, and he's got it now. He's got it now.
He didn't want nobody else to put a
but
tap
D
on his
Calico,
ass.
you gotta give Ryan some respect for wanting that thick smoke with Tank.
Hey, yo, the thick smoke.
No, I mean that money, man. That money is all that matters sometimes.
Yeah,
so
it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
They're gonna earn. They're gonna earn a lot of money.
Like Rap Star, man. The amount of money that he's probably gonna earn, you would go in the ring with them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I'm talking. Even if you know you're gonna lose, like you and Tyson Fury, bro, you would get in the ring for that Deontay Wilder money, man.
Oh,
you know
hell
what I'm saying?
yeah. They gave me like a solid, like, even if it was just 1 mil, bro, I'll get in the ring. I'll get knocked the fuck out. I don't give a fuck.
For my family, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah. I'll get knocked the fuck out.
Deontay Wilder got like 40 the last time, even though he lost. So
yeah, man.
Give me 30 or 40. Oh my man. It sounds like I gotta get knocked out every year. You know what I'm saying? Around
real.
this time.
For 40 mil, I'll do more than just get knocked out, bro. I'll let him knock me down 6-7 times, bro. In one round, it'll be over. I'll get CTE, brain damage, for 40 mil.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You know, for that extra 20 million, I'm gonna try to knock him out. But shit, if I get my ass whooped, I still get 40. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm gonna hit him with the hardest body blow he ever got in his life. Like, damn, this motherfucker tried to kill me. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Clubinator, can you get to the last few people on the chat? They got some good points.
Yeah, they got some really good points. Hard Time Boxing, he's been spitting some facts. He says if Tank walks through Hector Luis Garcia on January 7th, then it's looking grim for Ryan. Yeah, that's true.
Devin Haney said that Hector Garcia is not all that good.
Yeah, he's not all that good?
Yeah, Devin Haney said he sparred him.
Shit, man.
He said he
I
ain't
don't
that
know. That's tough. If Devin Haney said that, I don't know, bro. Because Devin Haney, he got pillow fist. So if he had an easy time with him, imagine how much Tank is gonna have an easy time with him.
good.
And
That's why Devin.
Jay is saying Ryan wins by unanimous decision. Tank needs to knock Ryan out to win. That's crazy. Well, that's not crazy. I actually agree with that. What do you think, DeCalico? You think Ryan needs Tank needs to knock him out to win? Tank can't outbox Ryan. He don't got the skills, bro. That's what they're
I
saying
mean,
in the chat.
I feel like Ryan gonna have to bring some excitement to win. But I know what they're saying. People like that shit too. Like they wouldn't mind seeing him do the boringest style in the world and win. Like you don't even deserve a win for fighting boring, man. Fuck that. You disqualified. You know what I'm saying? I
Holy
hate
shit.
that shit. I don't care if you got the belt or you the you know what I'm saying, or you the champion. Like you the champion or the opponent. I don't give a damn. Like you disqualified, man, for fighting like a
Yeah.
bitch. All
Yeah.
that money. I mean, I just told you what, man. We just told you what we'll do for that money. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Them motherfuckers better fight.
Yeah. Oh, and Banner of the Sun, he's replying now. He's saying, I'm not implying Garcia a big dog, but I give him more respect than Davis for going after the big name and getting it. Davis didn't go after Ryan. Ryan went after Davis.
Davis
Okay.
is the big name, and you talking and they giving him credit. Huh? How you not gonna get a big name no credit just talking about, oh, he gets credit for going after the big name. The big name goes after nothing. God damn it,
Yeah.
he is the big fish. It's just like Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? He is the big fish. That's what it is. So the rest of y'all ain't number small fish. You finna get
Yeah.
devoured.
People got to remember too. Tank beat he beat Pedraza. That was a champion. That was at the time that was a 50-50 fight. That was a tough fight.
That wasn't
You
no
know.
50.
That's what they said. They said it was a 50-50 fight. That's what the bookies were
Hey
talking about.
man, if you go back and watch the film right now, when like the announcers of that time, man, Tank was not the favorite.
Yeah, they had Pedraza like the
Like
favorite.
if anything, that was back when they started saying he was a cherry picker, and he might have like stepped up a little too much trying to fight Pedraza, and he stepped up and watched him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And remember this. Ryan Garcia, his best win is at lightweight when he beat a top 10 ranked fighter, Luke Campbell, right?
Yeah, he did.
Well,
But Luke Campbell was an Olympian too.
he's an Olympian too. He's
Yeah,
an
and he
Olympian
went
too.
all 12 rounds with Lomachenko.
But he can't punch. He can't crack like Tank.
But he got a different kind of a skill set as a rangy fighter. You
Yeah,
see, different fight
knocked
styles make
Garcia ass down.
styles make fights. But one thing we do know is Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney ain't fucking knocking out Tank either. All right, there's only one man who got a chance
Guaranteed.
to hurt. Guaranteed, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney cannot hurt Tank. Guaranteed.
Nope.
Guaranteed they cannot hurt him, bro. But
They
I tell
can't.
you one guy who can hurt Tank.
It's
That's
Ryan.
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, but not like hurt him like to put him down. He can
But if
hurt
there's
him.
anyone who's got a chance to bang with the speed and the power, it's Ryan Garcia.
But you gotta have something, man. His face ain't ready for it. Like he's gonna have to exchange with Tank. It's not gonna just be a free for all.
Oh, it's not gonna be it's gonna be tough.
Now, if he was De La Hoya, he would whoop Tank's ass.
Yeah,
De
that's
La Hoya
different.
is the last pretty boy we will ever see that can take them punches, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Ryan
yeah.
Garcia ain't taking them punches. You know what I'm saying? For one, he don't like Tank already got a he got a real rapport for himself. Like he got a name for himself. People fear Tank without saying it. They don't like him, so they're not gonna say, I'm scared of that motherfucker. But when he get in this ring and Tank swing, he already like thinking this hurt. This gonna hurt. This finna hurt. Shit. I'm still standing. Okay, let's go. Like he gonna think it hurt worse than it hurt. That's Riley Romero.
So what you're saying here now, Ryan Garcia is gonna fight with emotions, I'm thinking, and Tank gonna fight with a bit more logic. Ryan
I mean,
Garcia going in with a bit more emotion in this fight. Do you agree, D Calico?
he plans on doing everything he saw Raleigh do. It's like he probably coached Raleigh. You're gonna have to do this. And then he saw Raleigh do it, and he's like, damn, it almost worked. So then now he's like, okay, now I gotta fucking do it. So now he's gonna try to do it everything Raleigh did. Nothing more, you know, and hopefully not as less. You feel me? So what I'm saying is he's gonna be very cautious and he gonna be proud to just be able to walk after Tank and Tank do the same thing we did with Riley, like playing on his back foot, moving around, running around. So he's gonna be happy, like, oh yeah, look at me, look at me. So he doesn't plan on getting over rambunctious like Riley, because Riley let that go to his head, like, oh yeah, I got this motherfucker running for me. Y'all see this shit? Y'all
Yeah,
see
but
what I'm doing?
Ryan better than Rolly Romero, guaranteed.
Yeah,
Ryan
but he's
Garcia
but
been in the game since a young boy. Rolly Romero came in boxing at 16. Ryan Garcia got a great amateur pedigree. Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney 3 times in the amateurs, and Haney beat him too.
but he lost 4
But
times.
yeah, but what I'm saying is Ryan's got the skills to beat. Like he ain't got them skills, but he got enough to beat fighters, bro. People underestimate that kid. I think they think he's a social media guy like Jake Paul, but they're wrong. Ryan Garcia,
Yeah,
a real
he is. I'm telling you,
motherfucking
he's
Ryan
not the
Garcia
real
is a
deal.
real boxer. But Ryan
Yeah, he's
Garcia
a
is a
real
real
skill. He got
boxer,
the
D
real
Calico.
skills. He got the
But
real
he got
skill set.
yeah,
That's
but
it.
he got
That's it.
yeah, but one thing about Ryan, he might be social media, but he a true boxer. He is.
He's not a
He can fight.
yeah.
He can fight.
How much fighter does he have in him?
I don't know about how much, but what we know that he's young. He's
Jake
got
Paul has more fighter in him than him. You know what I mean? He has more box. He's a superb boxer as far as the punching bags, and even in the ring. You know what I mean? But like these guys are gym warriors, man. Nobody looks better than them in a gym. But
mm.
then it's just like you're always gonna have the Benavidez's, the Tyson Furies, even the Errol Spencers or the Canelos. These guys don't even look all that awesome like Triple G.
You know
Like
the
these
man
guys,
that I would have got though. You know what Ryan should have done? He shouldn't have had bad terms with Pitbull Cruz. He should have brought Pitbull Cruz in for sparring for Tank. He
if
should
he
have
was
brought in
smart,
some. He should have brought some small guys in, so he
but
could.
nah, you know how terrifying that is? He don't. For one, I'm telling you, Ryan ain't built for what y'all thinking he built for, and we like. Do you remember when he sparred Riley Romero? Riley Romero almost destroyed Ryan Garcia.
Man, them sparring little clips ain't nothing. You gotta
Bro,
remember this.
bro,
I think
bro,
Ryan gives. I think Ryan gives Tank a fight. I might be
bro.
look.
No,
Look.
no, what I'm saying
Are
is,
you
do you
saying?
think
Are
he
you
wants to
saying that
give
Ryan? Are you saying that Ryan Garcia gonna get stopped in this fight early?
I'm saying that if he would have sparred with Pitbull, he would have got stopped in sparring.
Are you saying that he gonna get stopped early by Tank Davis?
Yes. No, not
I,
early.
th-
No,
I
not
think you're
early.
wrong.
He's not gonna get stopped early. He's not gonna get
Nah.
stopped. He's gonna fight like a bitch as
Let
long
me
as he
tell you
can.
something else about boxing. Who do you think's gonna be the aggressor and who's gonna be moving on their back feet?
But I just spoke about that. It's the same thing with the
Ryan
Raleigh
Garcia is
situation.
gonna be coming forward,
But
and
he's not.
Ryan Garcia
But
is
what is
gonna
his
be
output gonna
Ryan
be?
Garcia is gonna be the one who's gonna be
Hey,
the aggressor.
I know you don't think he's gonna have a good output or nowhere near a high output, a high volume. He's gonna have a low volume. You know that,
Oh
very low.
yeah, he got to be smart.
That's cowardly though. That's boring.
But no, but Tank Davis gonna be smart. Tank Davis is
Because
gonna be
Tank is the
smart.
only person, one of the few people in boxing that can throw such a low volume and get the job done. He's really Mike Tyson.
But
When
Ryan got speed. Ryan got a bit of power. Ryan got reach. Ryan got the size advantage, the distance. Ryan got some advantages here, D Calico. Just some.
he got almost all the advantages. It's just the intangibles he does not possess. He doesn't he's not gonna be able
Mm.
to cap. It's just like how people like to point out when Errol Spence mouthpiece came out and talking about how, certain people would have attacked him and they would have jumped on that opportunity better than Ugas. Well, Tank Davis is one of those kind of people. He's gonna
But
jump on that
but
opportunity.
I got a bit of D Calico, man. Look, man, I got a lot of respect for everybody around here, especially you. But you know what? I think people do underestimate Ryan Garcia a bit. I gotta say, people must underestimate this kid because, not to mention, yeah, that he's the one who wants this fight. Why is he wanting a fucking Chase Tank Davis fight? Ain't all about money. He's young. He can make loads of money. He can make loads of money. He's taking the toughest fucking smoke. And there's something that Ryan sees with Tank Davis that he feels that he can exploit. Now, for me, yes, the mature fighter is Tank Davis. Yes, the man with experience is bit of Tank Davis there. But just like he ain't fought no one like Tank, I don't think Tank's fought no one like Ryan a little bit. Ryan has got the speed, agility, and he just doesn't want to lose. Right? But we got to give Tank, he's a favorite. Clubinator, who's the favorite? It's got to be Tank Davis. In the bookies, in the world, Tank Davis has to go down as a favorite in that fight. Do you agree?
Yeah, I see it. I mean, Tank's the one who he hasn't been knocked down or shown that level of vulnerability. And Tank has been recently fighting a bit better opposition with Isaac Cruz. He fought him more recently. And meanwhile Ryan Garcia, he's been fighting to go. But at the end of the day, I think regardless of whoever the favorite is, it's still going to be a really good fight because, like I say, Ryan Garcia just has all the physical attributes that are better than Tank Davis. He has the reach, he has the height, even he looks like he has the speed advantage, right? And who knows who's going to have the more power. This is like watching two trains collide. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. We don't know which one's going to blow up first. And that's what's most interesting about it. So I think Tank is the favorite, and I think Tank is dangerous. But I think you would do well to not underestimate Ryan Garcia because he's got some power, he's got some speed, and he's got some skill. And he's got a lot of height on Tank, which Tank has been shown some problems with, it seems, against Rolly Romero. And even Mario Barrios a little bit, even though he destroyed Mario Barrios and Rolly Romero. But you know
But
what I'm saying? You
let me
can see it.
also say this though, Clubinator, for a sec, right? That
Yeah.
if Tank Davis injures his hand like he did against Isaac Cruz, he probably lose against Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
I
that
see it.
boxing, anything can happen. Injuries can happen. If Ryan gets injured, he's going down. If Tank Davis gets injured, like he injured his arm, hey, listen, you never know. Then Ryan Garcia could capitalize on that. Anything can happen in boxing, in the fight.
Hey, one thing I had wanted to point out or ask first, has Ryan Garcia ever had anywhere near a tune-up fight with a boxer that would prepare him for Tank Davis?
Well, he had the opportunity to have a tune-up fight, but he opted out of the tune-up fight.
Now,
He
I'm
said he's
saying
going.
like his last opponent.
Yeah,
With
that
his
was
last
Javier
opponent,
Fortuna.
do you think that would be a proper tune-up for a Tank Davis?
Nah, that's not really. But then again, who's this Hector fucking Garcia, whatever his name is, coming up from 130, fighting fucking Chris Colbert. Now they're pulling him up in weight. And Devin Haney said that guy's a tune-up. I fought him in sparring. That guy couldn't even handle it.
Hey,
So
but like this.
is that a right opponent for Ryan Garcia?
No, what I'm saying is Tank had a tune-up that was very comparable to Ryan Garcia, and that was Rolly Romero. By him fighting Rolly, he's definitely, that showed he's definitely ready to fight Ryan. Ryan hasn't fought anybody that we can say, oh yeah, he's definitely ready to fight. Just like Crawford beating Ivan Sanya, that's not saying, yeah, he's ready to fight Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that don't
Yeah.
scream nothing. That scream you trying to get some money just in case he knock your lights out. You know what I'm saying? Like he might take all your thunder. You know what I mean? Might not. And that top 10 list, the most disrespectful thing about that list is no Jermell Charlo. That is disrespectful.
Yeah, that is
That was.
disrespectful. That is disrespectful.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
but
facts. That's
hey,
different.
but if Tank or Ryan, one of them's got to lose, right? I don't think it's going to a draw.
No.
Where do they go from this fight? Depending on who loses, like where does the loser? If Ryan loses, where does he go? If Tank loses, where does he go?
Oh, Ryan's still got a huge career ahead of him. If
Yeah.
Tank loses, he couldn't show his face in Baltimore.
You think he's got to go into hiding?
If Tank loses, he'll go into hiding. Tank loses this fight, bro. It's embarrassing for Tank now. Like Tank,
He'll retire. He'll retire.
if Tank loses this fight, he probably would retire. It's
He
a
might.
You never
He
know.
might. Yeah,
I'm
because for
just
one, he
saying,
gonna feel like he
Tank
got
will take
robbed.
it to heart, bro. Tank will
He's
take
gonna
it
feel
to
like he
heart.
got robbed because he's not gonna get knocked out. So he's gonna be like, the judges said what? You know, he's gonna be pissed about that shit, man.
Yeah, Tank loses this fight, bro. It'd be fucked up for Tank.
But I ain't gonna lie,
Because
like
Tank will take it to heart.
the next time, I already said the next time Tank goes 12, they're gonna take it from him. They don't want to see Tank go 12. They want Tank has to knock people out. That's why he fills the arenas and all this. So, you know, he almost is wise to bring people that he possibly could knock out. Because if he doesn't, they're not gonna give him a unanimous decision or nothing. He's not gonna get that. You know, they don't respect the fact that he's not a Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you really outclass people.
Yeah, but we'll see, man. Because right now this fight's still till April. You know what I mean?
Till April?
Yeah, this fight ain't gonna happen till April.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because Tank
Yeah.
Davis got a fight coming up, and then they're gonna get in camp for each other. Do you think Ryan Garcia should have took a tune-up?
He probably should have, bro. If they're waiting that long, he probably should have took a tune-up. But you know what it is. He must know what he's doing. So it is what it is. Like you guys were saying, Tank is the favorite, but at the same time, he's the favorite, but he's the one who needs to win. Because like you said, Ryan Garcia, he can lose this fight, and he still has a long career ahead of him. But if Tank
No, we
loses
didn't
this
say
fight,
that. We didn't say that.
Well,
oh, you didn't say
We
that?
didn't get into
no,
that.
I said Ryan's got a career ahead of him for sure.
Like even if he gets knocked out, how
many people got knocked out and come back?
No. Watch this. If he gets
It
knocked
depends. He
out,
might get stopped on his feet, and the referee
hey,
might just jump in.
look. Matter of fact, dang, I can't even remember.
Rolly Romero just got knocked out. Rolly Romero's coming back.
Yes. So he said, Blair Cobbs came back.
Oh shit, Blair Cobbs.
Yeah, that's my bad.
No, you good. You good.
Hey, but who was just saying?
You was talking about Blair Cobbs?
No. The main fighter that we were saying.
Garcia and Tank.
He said that Ryan will get knocked out. If Ryan gets knocked out, he might not be able to come back from it.
Yeah. Like, come on,
It
man.
depends. It depends how Ryan gets knocked out. He might get.
For one, he's going up in weight. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta realize if little Tank knocks him out, he cannot go up to the level of these Gary Antoine Russells and stuff. They're going to knock him out in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's gonna be looking for the kill. Like, ooh, Ryan Garcia, like he's gonna have to fight pure bumps. You know what I'm saying? If anything, him and Teofimo need to fight each other as soon as he get there. So Teo could try to be the next one to knock him out. Because if Tank knock him out, Teo is gonna be like, come give me some. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna want to try. You know
what you're saying is if Ryan gets knocked out by Tank, people are gonna say, yeah, that we want that Ryan food.
Yeah, bring it. Bring that ass here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna eat him for dinner, man. I swear to you. You know what I'm saying? Because
I laugh.
Tank
I
is the
laugh if
littlest guy out there, man.
Ryan. I laugh if Ryan drops fucking Tank Davis, bro.
Now, if he do that, then he can
Woo!
walk into
If
140
Ryan
with a
drops Tank
little.
Davis, bro, and let me tell you this now: if Ryan drops Tank Davis and he loses a close fight, Ryan will get a lot of respect.
Yep.
People will be shook off fucking fighting Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, of course.
It depends how Ryan loses. If Ryan gives a close fight and it's a split decision, then Ryan gonna want a rematch. It all depends.
See, one thing about it, if he beats Tank, he can step up and talk shit to Shakur and Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? And say, I'll beat both of you bitches. You know what I'm saying? He can say it and mean it. You know why? Because y'all niggas can't, excuse my language, but y'all can't punch worth a damn compared to Tank Davis. Huh? I just fought Tank Davis. That bitch couldn't knock me out. Hey, which one of you motherfuckers want it? Hey, Devin Haney, what's up? You got my number? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he beat Tank, I guarantee he call out Devin Haney after the fight. There's no way around it. You have to call out Devin Haney after that point. Huh? You be like, Devin Haney, bring your ass here, give me my belts. You know what I'm saying? They're my belts. For real. And I'd be on his side, too. I'd be like, oh, shit.
Wait, is this fight happening at lightweight or at 140? Is it 135 or 140?
136 catch weight.
136 catch weight. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes things different. Okay. Because if it was at 140, I would give Ryan Garcia a much bigger edge.
Well, Tank Davis is the one who picked the weight.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He's the A side.
Yeah.
You know, that's how this works.
Catch.
But you know what? Let's see how this one goes. But yo, it's Christmas Eve. I gotta get shit ready for the day. And I'm gonna tell you guys this one. I hope you guys have a great fucking Christmas. Because we'll be back soon with the next live. Clubinator, D Calico, everybody who came into the chat. I hope you guys have a great. We're gonna turkey out. Turkey all the way. I don't know what you guys are gonna do, but we know how we do it out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Clubinator, I'm gonna catch you on the next live though, brother.
For sure, Rep.
Yeah, man. And D Calico, make sure you're ready, bro. Hey. When your boy Tank Davis, hope he don't get wobbled by Ryan Garcia.
Yo.
Yeah, imagine
that. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one.
If anything, Jerron Ennis better watch out for his knees.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Salute you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Salute.
Yeah, salute to everyone, bro. I'm gonna leave you guys with the best rapper, Tunde Tupac. Peace from the Middle East. You've been listening to Rap Star.
What up?
How are you?
I'm great.
Can we meet you?
My name is Tunde Tupac, aka the Rap Killer.
Tunde Tupac.
The Rap Flexer. Kill them all.
Your name is
Tunde Tupac.
Tunde Tupac.
You can write the Rap Killer there.
But Tunde is your name. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Tunde, with your dressing, I know the kind of song that you're about to present.
Yes.
So you want to tell us about it?
Just rap game. I kill the rap game because the haters want us down. They're not going to get us.
You don't need to tell us about the haters now.
Rappers, right? You're a rapper.
A rapper.
Good. Let's hear you.
Check it. Ha ha. Check it. Ha ha. Check it. Check it. Check it. I rule everywhere. I rule. They want to take me down, but they cannot take me down. Yeah. I rule New York. I rule Lagos to Atlanta. We go to Chicago. Check me out. Check my game. My game is tight. All the haters, I shoot them in the brain. Boom, boom, boom. I've been around with my guys, 50 Cent, Tupac, Biggie, Snoop Dogg. We're all in this game together because I kill them all. I kill Tupac and I kill Biggie. I kill them all because they can't contain my rap game.
Hey!
Off the hook because I kill you all now.
No, calm down. You killed? You killed who?
It's just a lyric. Don't fear.
Lyric.
Your lyric will put you in trouble. You have to be very careful. You don't just go about saying things that you don't know.
It's a rap game. That's how it is.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
I've been in this game for more than 20 years.
How old are you?
I'm 15 years old.
What?
Just forget my age. Just focus on how long I've been in the game.
And you know Tupac. You know Snoop Dogg. You know
By the
50
grace of
Cent.
God, we met in the States.
Oh.
Which state?
Akwa Ibom.
This guy.
You're just a joker. You know what? Just go. We'll get back to you.